Hello everyone, VGC Mike here, and welcome to our first Regulation F video. This team features Entei, Raging Bolt, and Porygon 2, all of which are new to Scarlet and Violet VGC. The main core of this team centers around Entei. Entei can be really awkward to play against because of his ability Inner Focus, which makes him immune to both Fake Out and Intimidate. And his signature move, Sacred Fire, also has a 50% chance to burn, which is really hard to switch into and threatens a lot of other Pokemon for one-hit KOs. Once you add an Assault Vest to Entei, he's also relatively bulky, so it's pretty easy to just keep him on the field for most of the game and threaten either big damage or burns on your opponent's Pokemon. Rillaboom and Urshifu are on the team to help round out the Fire, Water, Grass core, as well as adding Fake Out support, and Surging Strikes with a Choice Scarf is always either big damage or helps, break through your opponent's defenses, or intimidates like the Incineroars that you're probably going to see running around. We also have Chien-Pao to help lower the opponent's defenses in case you want to use the 4 physical attackers on the team and just go with an all-out attack approach. If you want to slow down the game a little bit instead, we also have Porygon 2, which offers some speed control for the team. We have Icy Wind if you don't want to, set up a Trick Room because we have some relatively fast Pokemon on the team. Or we have Trick Room, which could be helpful if, your opponent sets up a Tailwind because we don't have Tailwind on this team. Trick Room just is going to make everything faster than your opponent's Tailwind Pokemon. Or you can use Trick Room to help combat an opposing Trick Room team to reverse the Trick Room. Porygon 2 also is pretty offensive if you happen to get the download special attack increase. What that does is if you have a Pokemon across from Porygon 2 with lower special defense than its defense, he will get a special attack increase. If the defense is lower than the special defense, he will get an attack increase. So just be mindful of that. You, at certain points, can actually try to position Porygon 2 to get the download special attack increase if you happen to know which Pokemon have lower special defense rather than defense. And if you do get that boost again, his Tri-Attacks will be hitting for quite a bit of damage. And then last but not least, we have Raging Bolt. On this team, I would consider Raging Bolt a bit of a secondary mode for the team. He's really helpful against rain teams. He's also helpful against Urshifu Tornadus teams. He threatens pretty much anything that's weak to electric with a one-hit KO on Thunderclap, which is a priority move if you guys didn't know. It works very similar to Sucker Punch. So they do have to choose an attacking move, but if they do and you chose Thunderclap, it's pretty much going to knock out any Urshifu that doesn't Terra into anything but water. And if you catch Tornadus trying to attack, Thunderclap should most of the time one-hit KO there as well. Especially since we have Booster Energy on Raging Bolt, which if you happen to set up a Calm Mind and you don't switch out and you keep your Booster Energy, then Raging Bolt is pretty much going to be hitting anything for huge damage with either Dragon Pulse or Thunderclap. Also, if you guys liked the video, consider subscribing. We'll be uploading Regulation F content all season long, and we're trying to pass 100 subscribers sometime before the season ends. With that out of the way, let's jump into some battles. Alright, this does look like a Regulation F team. Looks like they're going to have a beat up strategy with the Terrakion and the Whimsicott. Landorus is also pretty scary. I think we just go Entei Rillaboom. Porygon 2 is pretty good because we have Icy Wind and we could Trick Room if they set up a Tailwind or something. And I'm debating between Chien-Pao and Urshifu for this. Urshifu looks better overall, but if we're in a weird situation where we are kind of in the back foot, it would be nice to have like a Focus Sash Pokemon just to make sure we can get like one hit off. But we'll see what the opponent does. Okay. So I'm going to Iron Head on Flutter Mane. I feel like Fake Out's pretty obvious. I'm gonna taunt the Whimsicott. Okay. We should take this pretty good. Definitely on Entei. We are not Assault Vest on Rillaboom, so still does pretty good damage. But we do get a one-hit knockout with Iron Head. Iron Head is not a typical move on Entei. It's not, you know, it's probably not the rarest thing in the world, but on an Assault Vest set, I feel like they typically, you'll typically see like Snarl and stuff like that. Okay. I just don't want them to get in their, you know what though? Yeah, that's Terrakion, right? That's not Iron Boulder. Is that Iron Boulder? I can't tell. That probably is Iron Boulder. So I'm playing around stuff that I don't even need to worry about. I'll just Wood Hammer. I'll just double this slot. Okay. So we might lose Rillaboom, but that's fine. Okay, not... Wow. Okay. Always surprised with how much that does by Incineroar, but they might have some attack investment involved too. Okay. Berry. It's not great. But knockoff will do less this turn. They still can't Parting Shot either. So... I'll Stomping Tantrum again. And this time I'll go into Porygon 2. Expecting a Flare Blitz. Okay, we got an attack increase, which is not ideal, but it's fine. Moonblast does a little chip damage. They do Flare Blitz into Porygon. Get a critical hit, which is unfortunate. And get the knockout. Okay, so they had Porygon Z the whole time. And they get their special attack increase, which is not good. I'm gonna Extreme Speed and Icy Wind. And hopefully pick up a KO. Okay, that's not gonna pick up a KO. Special attack fell. Critical hit. Wow. A lot of critical hits. A lot of secondary effects happening. Did we miss? Wow, we're getting really unlucky. On the worst. Yeah. Jeez. so I'm gonna fake out. I guess we recover. Porygon 2 might be able to just blast through this if we support him with the grassy turn and everything. And seeing as though they didn't protect, let's see, do we run out of grassy terrain here? We do. Alright, that's not great. However, I think we just press forward, because if we land another Icy Wind into Porygon Z, Scarf Urshifu should you should be able to come in and clean up the game. And even with a special attack drop on our Porygon 2, oh, that's not good. Okay, well, I guess the Porygon Z was slow enough to where Icy Wind without Tailwind, Rillaboom was able to outspeed. So yeah, Porygon 2 is at full health now. We'll just Wood Hammer and switch Urshifu in. Alright, battle cancelled. Alright, so this is a Regulation F team. Arch-Alidon, Primarina, Metagross, those are all very awkward Pokemon that I don't really care for facing off against. I think we can use Raging Bolt this time. With Rillaboom, Porygon, and Entei. So we should be able to... The Arch-Alidon is the most awkward Pokemon for us to go up against. Primarina hits Entei super effective with Water or Fairy, depending on if, you know, we're Fire or if we tear into Dragon. Alright, so they do end up using Arch-Alidon. I have, really no idea what to expect with the Tentacruel. But obviously they can hit us for super effective poison damage. I am gonna Terra Dragon. Or, sorry, Terra Grass. Terra Grass. Calm Mind. I kind of want to just attack the Tentacruel, but I don't know. If I had Protect on Tentacruel, I would use it, but who knows. I mean, if they don't, they can hit us pretty hard right now, so that's not great. Okay, they don't Protect. Give them the boost, but that was expected. Okay, Rain Dance. Okay, this is actually a better Arch-Alidon set for us to face. Okay, so we set up our Calm Mind. I'm just gonna go for the Dragon Pulse. And I'll try to Wood Hammer. Okay, Icy Wind shouldn't do too much damage, but we are going to be slower. Okay, that did more damage than I thought. Oh, that's why. Critical hurt right through the Calm Mind setup. Body Press. Okay, we can deal with that. Just can't hit Archelodon too much more. Let's see how much the Dragon Pulse does. Okay, that's a knockout. Okay. So I want to switch Rillaboom out just because it seems really good into the Primarina. And we'll reset our Fake Out, of course. I'm going to Protect to gain a little extra health. Yeah, I'll go into Porygon 2. And I'd imagine that a Trick Room would be pretty good here if we want to lean into the Raging Bolt setup. Special attack, that's what we want to see. Okay, we might not even need to do that. We could just go all out attack then. Because after a download special attack increase, it's a pretty good damage dealer. Okay, they have Ice Punch. They're gonna go for their own Calm Mind. So what I'm gonna do is Thunderclap here. Yeah, I think we're playing towards the rain ending in Entei at this point. So we'll just double into Metagross. Okay. Or we'll just knock out Metagross. Yeah, the booster energy in one Calm Mind is insanely powerful. Let's see if we get a secondary effect. No. Okay, and that does a lot of damage to Porygon. Oh, of course, another critical hit. Okay. So I'm going to Calm Mind again and recover. Because I don't want to Thunderclap into a Calm Mind of their own, but we'll see if they... Yeah, they just attack. Okay. Doesn't do too much to Raging Bolt, and then once we Calm Mind, should do even less if they try it again. Rain stops, so that damage is going to do even less now. So I would just go for guaranteed damage and we'll Icy Wind so that we can hopefully get an attack off first, but I don't think that's guaranteed necessarily. Okay, it is. It's gonna work out that way. Not too much damage because of their own Calm Mind, but let's see. We do live. for our Thunderclap this time, and then we'll switch over to Tri-Attack. Much more damage. And then we actually pick up the KO with Tri-Attack too, because we got our own critical hit, but that wasn't going to matter with everyone we had in the back.